That's the thing, bikes have a bad name because they don't stop at traffic lights. So people get worried when they see a bike at traffic lights and they think it's not going to stop. And that's due to really bad bike drivers that just don't give a damn about people. Because they think they've got the right of way everywhere. They think they're allowed on the footpath, they think they're allowed on the road through traffic lights and all the rest of it, and they're just not. Really, you know, you should have at least some sort of test before you go on the road. On any vehicle. Traffic lights really aren't a problem. You know, what's it going to do? It's going to slow you down by a minute. And then you just make that up. So it's not like you're actually getting slowed down because you hit traffic anyway. Same with cars. Entering that bike box, what's that going to give you? Half a second? Less than that, 1/10 of a second. And yet people still enter that bike box, which is technically running a red light. It's actually the same fine as running a red light. And there's a prime example. So, you know, there's no reason to do it. There's no reason to run reds on a bike. There's no reason to run reds in a car, as we've got, again, prime example to my right. Because you're not going to get there any faster. Let's get the number plate, shall we? MM17PYS. Clear violation of the ASL locks. I'm going to let this bus pass. It's got plenty of room here. Very good pass. Very good pass. Excellent. 10 out of 10 on that overtake, Mr. Buzz. That's the thing with Manchester buses. A lot of them have had really good training. And in fact, all of them had really good training because I've seen some of the training courses they do. The problem is not all of them actually listen to it afterwards. But it's the same with all vehicles. Buses can be bad, but buses are generally pretty damn good. Cars can be bad, generally pretty damn good. Taxis, on the other hand, I'm sorry to say, but the majority of taxis just don't know how to use the road. And I've no idea why, because these are supposed to be professional drivers. I'm not picking on this taxi here, because this taxi here hasn't actually done anything wrong. I'm just saying, through experience, taxis tend not to listen, or not follow the rules of the road. Try and keep in the door zone, let the police car come past, because I'll be turning shortly. Well, not quite in the door zone, I'll try and avoid being right in the door zone. I'm doing this so people can overtake nice and easily. And because I actually want to be turning right down here. I'm also not taking the cycle lane, which is that little patch over there. Because that would be dangerous for me right now. Point that little cycling bit was. Again, stay further out into the traffic slightly because you cannot trust pedestrians. See if I get pulled out on? Yeah, of course I do. Yeah, worry about the cars, don't worry about the cyclists. Again, never trust the pedestrians. Slow myself down. Straight through. See, you just cannot trust a pedestrian. What the hell is that? YN65E HD. That is not a proper bike. That's like a kiddie bike of some sort. I'll probably end up. Yeah, you see, pulling out. Not clever. It's like, you know, I need to get out. It's like there's no reason to pull your car out that far. That guy should not pull out, and he's probably on his phone. Maybe you want to put his phone down. But you shouldn't be overtaking me when there's an island, even if it is a wide road, mate. And we're in 2017 now. That was not the greatest of overtakes, but again, I'm not going to complain at an overtake that well, I will complain. But I'm not going to complain too much and overtake where I can't touch the car. If I can touch your car whilst you're overtaking me, like this fucking buzz! Why? Like, I could touch that buzz. And again, another car, and they're too fucking close. Now, yeah, I'm hugging the side of the road, but I shouldn't have to. I'm having to because the first one pushed me over there. I'm just going to shout this out. Not so close, thanks. See, you can be nice when you shout out to people that have done nasty things to you. Because, you know, that's not just a single ton vehicle. That's a multi-ton vehicle. That's a fucking danger. She's just not giving way to anyone. Well, giving way to everyone. That's why you're always trying to avoid the door zone. Central on this hand, of course. Cross the road. Right in front of me. The reason the cycle lane disappears at these areas is because you're not supposed to overtake at them. Okay, you should be on the road and not the footpath. Okay, I'm going to pedal. See, that there is the buzz going into my lane. Another bike lane a little bit further down here. You know, where that van's currently attempting to drive. Surely you saw me then. You're just trying to slow me down. Again, into a buzz lane Monday to Friday. It's not a buzz lane right now, but people still don't use it, which is great news for me. Potholes like that and grids like that are all over the place. Okay, this guy's decided he's coming back into this lane. Make your fucking mind up. Right, he's right in front of me. He slowed me right down now. Okay, go around him. He was doing that on purpose. This is one of the worst roads in Manchester, not just for traffic, but for potholes and the state of the road. Not actually sure on the name of the road, someone could probably tell me that in the comments. Yes, I merged out, but I merged out into a cycle lane. It's just not very well marked. Now, this is a cycle lane. Notice the grids, the whatever they are, the fucking potholes, and then watch this bit. This is where it gets fun. Pothole, 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 bottle, grid. Acorns, they're acorns. Oh, bumps and potholes and unavoidable potholes. And sinks, and more acorns, and a pothole that I can't avoid, and another one, and generally just bad road. See if she actually stops. Yep. Okay. And yeah, this is why this is one of the worst roads in Manchester. This is the Manchester Evening News Arena. I'm sure you've all seen that in the news, really sad news recently. That car cut across that cyclist a bit close, I don't know if I caught that on the camera. Right, this is the fun bit when you've got power assist. Overtaking a cyclist slowly. Straight ahead and then turn right, and that is a red light that you're going through. EMO7OLY. Only just, but it was a red light. So you know I can move into the cycle lane. Now there shouldn't really be a curve as you go into a cycle lane. You have to slow right down, and then there shouldn't really be an complete stop to a cycle lane, which goes absolutely nowhere and leaves you having to get off your bike and figure out where you're supposed to go. Did you see how stupid that was? I'm now off my bike. I could have gone straight into the road, under a car maybe, into a pedestrian, or I could have got off my bike, walked over here, and got back on it again. What a stupid piece of cycling infrastructure. And it doesn't know which way it is, and I'm going to use that to... that was one of our customers. That was a bit of a close pass, and that was one of my customers. Am I going down a one-way street, or is he going the wrong way down the street? He's going the wrong way down the street! No wonder I got confused. There was 20 zone markers. I thought maybe that was, just for a second, I thought maybe that was a no entry marker and I'd passed it by accident. But no, there was a salmon cyclist coming in my direction. Annoying thing to have them in the middle of the cycle lane. You know, traffic here is separate, but you still get people on the footpath. Even with a dedicated cycle path, you've got people on the footpath on bicycles, but we still get people.
Hey, cameraman!
That's the thing with having a camera on your head, people notice. Yeah, it's still a red light. You're still supposed to stop. So I got ding-donged by someone running a red. Again, what was the point in him doing that? There wasn't any. It was unsafe to me, it was unsafe to him, it was unsafe to traffic. Now we've got a car actually in the cycle lane. Cycle lane. And again, people in the cycle lane. Great, great. Yeah, that's great parking. Cars will park in the cycle lane. And again, look, this cycling light screen. The right cyclist is actually in the right and the car just tried going over him. That's not how you cycle. See if anyone else bothers with the lights. Ubers don't bother with lights either. That seems to be quite a common practice with the Ubers. Make sure I'm not going to get run over it. Ooh, did he just run around? Technically, yes. His wheels went over the line, the front of his car went over the line. Okay, cycle lane in a door zone now. This is not good. And you see, I could see he was indicating. This is a bad road. Yeah, okay, just pull out. Don't worry about the traffic coming the other way. Fuck you. My right away. Or people in cars when you pull up in the bike boxes. Or people attempting to taxi. Turn behind him. You could have took that bike off. Yeah, you're pulling over intentionally here to take that little gap that I need to get past you. Now you're indicating and pulling right over to this side of the road. Yet, mate, I'm also going to be indicating in a second. What the fuck were you doing? What the hell are you doing? You just pulled in so you could pull in ahead of that one. That's unusual. That's why, okay. I decided to park. What does get a little annoying. Is when that car pulls in there and you can't turn right anymore. This is my destination. Oh no, that's just vile. There are needles, used needles, just hanging on the side of that bin there. Now let's see if I can make sure you can see that. That is just, it's horrible. It's horrible that people actually have to go and do that. There's also flies everywhere, so there could be all sorts in there, and I'd rather stay away from that. And of course, chick. And that second door is always faulty, and yeah, the lights come on automatically. I'm supposed to wait until that first door is closed before opening that second one. Which, as you can see, if I do that, motors automatically kick in, which means that first door is absolutely useless.